Hi, Naptime friends. It's Tish with Naptime Creations. Welcome back to my channel. Check out this clock I won from Miss Doris at DF Designs. This is a resin sink strainer pour she did. And this was for her 500 subscriber giveaway. And I'm so excited I won it. Look at how pretty it is. Look at all these colors. I love it. It's so cheerful. So go check her out. I will link her channel below and tell her Tish said hi. So today we're going to be doing the kiss ring pour, and I'm going to be trying to do that on these little 6-inch wooden cutouts that I picked up. I'm going to be using the Artist Love Flow acrylic in white and Primal Flow pre-mixed paints in ink and gold, golden bronze, cobalt turquoise, plum perfect, golden copper, and that's it. So I'm going to go in with my first cup, and I'm going to add a little bit of white, some ink and gold, some golden copper, a little bit of the golden bronze. Sorry, I'm not in my art room when I was filming this, so you can't see the cup, but I'm just pouring my colors in gently on the side of the cup so they sit on top of each other nicely. And then I just added a little bit more of the golden copper. So now I'm going to go in with my cool colors. I put in a little bit of white, a little bit of plum, some ink and gold, and now I'm going to go in with the cobalt turquoise. And this challenge, you have to have negative space and use 2 warm colors and 2 cool colors. So I'm just going to flood my little round here with some white paint, and this I just mixed up 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol. And I'm just going to get that all smoothed out on here so it's nice and covered. And I'm going to go in and do my kiss ring pour. See how the 2 colors are kissing like mid-air, they're touching? That is the challenge. And I should have used like 1/3 of the amount of paint because I had way too much paint in these cups. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not used to pouring on stuff this small. So see how I did a little drop? I was like, oh my God, I was bummed that that happened. But I'm just going to try to pour it off here. So I'm going to go in and tilt it. Try to pour off that little dot that dropped down there. I definitely should have only used like 1 ounce of paint, but you'll see I'm going to make a couple more of these with the paint that's in my cups. So see, if that happens to you, it's okay. You can just pour that little dot that dripped on there, pour it off, and it'll be fine. So I'm going to stretch this out. These colors are actually really pretty together. I was like, oh, I don't have too many warm colors. I just had the golden copper, but look at that. The cobalt and the plum go really pretty together. So this is my second one. I love the colors that came up on this one. See, still too much paint, so I'm going to have to stop. And then I got another drip. I was like, oh my gosh. This was a fail, but it was a good learning experience for practice. And I'd never poured on wood cutouts before, so that was new. So now I'm just going to go in and tilt this around. Try not to mess up any of the cells I got. See how this one had cells that popped up? I'm going to try to pour off those drips that drip down. I was trying not to lose my negative space, but I ended up doing that on quite a few of these. I was like, oh man, I put too much paint on here, but it's a good learning experience, right? Live and learn. But this one turned out kind of cool. I like it. It's funky. I'm digging the colors together. They're really metallic too. You'll see in the end. So now I'm going to go in with my third kiss ring pour. And on this one, I think I had the right amount of paint. Just 1 ounce of paint is good. I had a little bit more of the warm cup left. And then I got a little tail on this one too. I was like, oh geez. So now I'm just going to tilt this around, try to get some cool designs to pop up. I didn't speed this up because I wanted you to see how slow I'm tilting this. usually with paint pouring, I typically tilt stuff pretty slowly unless it's like a really big canvas because you have so much paint on big canvases. But with these little guys, I like to do it kind of slow just so you don't lose your lines. If you do that, if you tilt really fast, you can lose some of the cool stuff that you have going on. So see, you're just kind of tilting off some of that paint, getting it off the side. You don't want too much paint on here. You'll see one of these I had too much paint and then it ended up warping, which was a bummer. So I don't think I'm going to be doing wood cutouts again because it's too hard to know if you have the right amount of paint on there. The warm colors ended up taking over on this one, but that's okay. So now I'm going to go in with a few extra of my wood cutouts and try to do a dip. I didn't dip hard enough on the first try, but I'm just going to go back in and kind of push down and lift this up and make sure I get paint on all the spots on the little cutout here. But this one turned out cool. I love all the colors. Usually with flower dips, like the first one comes out awesome and then the second one isn't as awesome, as you'll see. So this is my second dip. I didn't want to waste any of this paint. I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much paint on this little plate. I need to save it. In this dip, I didn't get paint all. I loved that one, but I didn't get enough paint on there, so I had to go in and dip again. And this one I slid it as I was lifting up, so that's how I got those funky lines on there. And I had a little 4x4 cut out too. And at this point, the colors got muddy. So I was just trying to cover this thing up with paint. And I'm going to go in and do a double tree ring pour. I'm just using the little bit of paint that was left over in my kiss ring pour cups to do this. So I saw this technique on Lenee's channel at LSGARTS. She does some really awesome double tree ring pours, so be sure to check her out. I will link her channel below, and just subscribe, leave her a comment, and tell her Tish said hi. So I'm just going to tilt this a little bit. Like I said, you don't want too much paint on these wood cutouts or they'll warp. So I was just trying to get some of this paint off before I go in and do my second tree ring pour. Check out that metallic sparkle. Can you guys see that? It's so pretty. So I'm just going to tilt a little bit more paint off of this, and then I'm going to go in with my cool colors, my leftover paint in my cool color cup, and do another little tree ring pour on top of this. I guess this is actually a straight pour, not a tree ring pour. I don't know. You guys tell me down in the comments. Let me know, is it a straight pour or a tree ring pour? And I like to do a little swirly so I don't drop any paint on there, like what happened with my big cutouts. So I'm just going to tilt some of this paint off and then let them dry, and I'll show you what they look like. So I let these guys dry for a week, and then I took them outside and hit them with 2 coats of this clear gloss spray. It's my favorite spray to use. And this is how they turned out. This is the first kiss ring pour that I did. And I love the lines at the top, how all the colors are up there. The plum, the cobalt, the golden copper, the bronze, and the ink and gold. You can see them all. And it has some cells too, so it's got some fun stuff going on. This is how the second kiss ring pour turned out. This one had some drying issues, like it got messed up because I accidentally stuck my finger in it at the top, you can see, and this one warped. But I decided to finish it just because I wanted to show you guys the colors. It looks so pretty with all these colors. Can you guys see that metallic sparkle in there? And it had some really nice cells and lacing happening, so I still wanted to show you guys how it turned out. But you can see on the left up there, my finger got dipped in it, and I was going to try to fix it, but it was warped, so I was like, I was just going to try to paint over it basically, but it was already warped, so I didn't. Here's how the third kiss ring pour turned out, and I love this one. It's my favorite. It reminds me of a planet. Like, look at all the fine line details in it. and you can really see the metallic shine. You know me, I love metallics. But I love the cobalt and the plum together. Very pretty. But see, it looks like a little planet. Anything round always reminds me of a planet. And this is the first dip that I did with the leftover paint. It has some really cool colors going on. I was afraid it was going to turn muddy because, you know, everything dries darker, but it didn't. It turned out nice. I like it. And some of the cells ended up staying too. You can see those popping up through there. Here is the second dip that I did. This one reminds me of troll hair. Have you guys seen that kids movie Trolls? It looks like little troll hairs on there. This one got a little bit muddy, but I still like the colors. I think it turned out okay. And here is the double tree ring pour. I love, love, love the lines on this one. It has a nice metallic sparkle, so it's really, really pretty. What do you guys think about these? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I hope everybody's having a happy Friday and you guys all have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you on Monday for another video. Bye!